So with the next generation Nintendo system, or the Nintendo Switch 2, finally being acknowledged by the Nintendo president and confirmed to be getting a reveal before Nintendo's fiscal year ends in March of 2025, there's definitely a lot of excitement because it really means that in the coming months, we're going to be very close to seeing what the system looks like, but also getting to see what types of games are going to be on the system, as Nintendo's president also did say that Nintendo's internal development teams are just hard at work at creating games for this brand new system. And today we've got some really exciting news that Splatoon 4 could in fact be coming sooner than you think on the Nintendo Switch 2, and this is coming from a very credible source being Midori. If you don't know who Midori is, she's been around for a few years on Twitter where she's really kind of just been covering a lot of like Sega and Atlas and Persona leaks, but most recently she's also started kind of leaking about other types of things that she knows about, and so that includes Nintendo leaks as well, where she's been talking about some other Nintendo projects and things that have been worked on, and most recently she talked a little bit about the Monolith Soft project and what that could be, so I made a video on that. If you haven't seen that video, you can click the little eye up in the corner if you want to go and check out that video, but I'll also have it linked below in the description if you want to go and watch it after you're done watching this one. So yeah, Midori is definitely a credible source. She's gotten over 100,000 followers just getting stuff correct over and over throughout the years. I mean, most recently, just a few days ago, she said that the Bleach anime was going to be getting some type of game on the Nintendo Switch, and sure enough, that got announced as well. So she definitely has gotten a ton of stuff correct. And most recently, she talked a little bit about Splatoon 4, a brand new Splatoon game that could be coming out for the next Nintendo system. Alright, so here we are on Twitter where we can see right here the tweet from Midori, as she says right here, there is a game project at Nintendo with the codename Spiral. By researching the data I have received in the last month, it is very likely that this is the codename for the next entry in the Splatoon series. So there you go, Midori herself just straight up saying that she knows that there's a big project at Nintendo right now with the codename Spiral, and from the data that she's received, she believes that it's very likely that this is actually going to be the next brand new Splatoon game that is going to be coming out. Now, Midori's tweet doesn't mention the next generation Nintendo system or the Switch 2 at all, but it definitely makes a lot of sense that there would probably be a brand new Splatoon game being worked on for the next generation system. I don't think that there's going to be a Splatoon 4 on the current Switch that we have. Nintendo themselves have already said that they're hard at work at creating games for the next system, so very likely that this is actually going to be a next generation game, and it just makes a lot of sense. I mean, I've seen a lot of discussion about this, like a lot of people saying that it feels too early for a Splatoon 4, but I feel like a lot of people also forget that Splatoon 1 and 2 were, believe it or not, just 2 years apart. Splatoon 1 came out in 2015, and then Splatoon 2 came out in 2017. It was after that where you had to wait 5 years to get from Splatoon 2 to Splatoon 3, where that came out in 2022, and then if Splatoon 4 comes out like next year with the Nintendo Switch 2 in 2025, then by that time it would be 3 years since that game came out, so it definitely does seem like a pretty decent amount of time. Also, I've seen a lot of people talk about how if Splatoon 4 comes out, they're just going to be killing off 3, and I feel like it wouldn't work like that either. I feel like Nintendo would probably just have both of them exist simultaneously for a little bit, where if you still have like the old Nintendo Switch, you're going to be able to play Splatoon 3 and still be able to enjoy that, but if you want to get the newest system, you're going to be able to enjoy Splatoon 4 on that. I feel like that makes a lot of sense because even when Splatoon 3 came out, like right now you can still play Splatoon 3 or you can play Splatoon 2 on the Nintendo Switch, and they both work perfectly fine. Same thing with like when Splatoon 2 came out, you were still able to play Splatoon 1 on the Wii U, so it's probably just going to be like that. I don't think that they're just going to like end support for Splatoon 3 and then just have everybody have to like migrate for Splatoon 4. I definitely feel like they're going to have both of them playable at the same time. And really just having a brand new Splatoon game very early into the next generation of a brand new system just makes a lot of sense, and it would be very smart for Nintendo to do. They've definitely seen how successful this was for them to do with the Nintendo Switch, as Splatoon 2, when that came out in 2017, that was only a few months after the Switch had come out, and it sold really well. Like, I think Splatoon 2 was like literally one of the best-selling Nintendo Switch games for a good amount of time, and it was only until after like a few Pokemon games and other stuff came out where it started to disappear off of like the top 10 list, but it was there for a good amount of time, and it definitely was like the first really big kind of multiplayer team-based online game that came out for the brand new system at the time, as before then you had like ARMS and you had like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and stuff, but this was like the first one where like you and your friends could actually squad up together and play and stuff, and it was a lot of fun to just have that on the Nintendo Switch very early into the lifespan of the system. And I feel like with how much Splatoon has grown, like Splatoon 3 itself itself, like even though I don't think it has beaten kind of the records of Splatoon 2, it's still doing extremely well with how it came out. I think it sold like 10 million within like launch weekend or something, or like it was some ridiculous number that they were able to sell with Splatoon 3 as well. And just in Japan only, like Splatoon itself has become so big to the point where even the tweet where they just announced the release date for Splatoon 3 managed to get over 300,000 likes, which is absolutely insane because I can't think of any Nintendo related announcement that happened on Twitter that managed to get even over 200,000 likes, let alone 300,000, because that just shows you how popular this game series is in Japan. Like, I don't think that the tweet that revealed Super Smash Bros. Ultimate or the NX or anything really exciting for Nintendo managed to get this many likes. Like, if you know something else that got even more likes, you can comment down below, but I'm pretty sure this tweet about Splatoon is definitely the most liked tweet that's related to anything official from Nintendo, so it is just absolutely insane, and I think Nintendo knows that because really just having a brand new Splatoon game available very early into the Nintendo Switch 2's life, there's going to be so many people, like that's going to be a system seller for them where they're just going to be like, I have to play this new Splatoon game, I don't care, I'm going to go out and buy this $400 next Nintendo system just to be able to play this game, and I feel like they definitely know that, and it's going to be a big system seller for a lot of people, so it just makes sense having that game very early into the Nintendo Switch 2's life. And so it's very likely that this could be one of those year one games that we see for the Nintendo Switch 2. Maybe if they do want to give Splatoon 3 a little bit more time, they could also push it to like year 2. And I feel like that's definitely possible too, where maybe they could just show it off inside of like that Nintendo Switch 2 presentation or whenever they have like a big event for the system, and they can show that and kind of just get people excited and say like, don't worry, Splatoon 4 is just around the corner and you're going to be able to play that very soon on the Switch 2 as well. So they could just do that to kind of show some games that are just around the corner that you're going to be able to play very soon, or it could be very early into the Switch 2's life as well. And I just feel like they know how popular Splatoon is, and it just makes a lot of sense for them to have a game like that available very early, because that is going to definitely be one of the best-selling games on the system by far, just because it's going to be the first entry for a next-gen system. I feel like Splatoon 5 will probably come out on the Switch 2 at some point too, but Splatoon 4 will probably just be like the more popular one, just like how pretty much with every kind of game that comes out, the first entry into like a brand new series on the Switch pretty much has been the one that's been most successful. I think it's going to be like that with Splatoon 4 and 5 when that comes out on the Switch 2 as well. But yeah, there you go guys, that is pretty much all the information that we have right now about the possibility that a brand new Splatoon game could in fact be in development and coming very soon to the Nintendo Switch 2. If you guys enjoyed the video, definitely be sure to click that like button and also subscribe to the channel as well, as I'm definitely going to have some more videos talking about the Nintendo Switch 2 and more games and stuff coming to it, so definitely be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. Comment down below and let me know what you guys think about all of this. Are you guys excited for the possibility of a Splatoon 4 on the next gen Nintendo system? Would that be something that convinces you to go out and buy the system? Would you not really care about it? How do you feel about everything? Definitely be sure to comment down below and let me know. But if you don't have anything to say about this, just comment your favorite emoji down below for some engagement. I would really appreciate it. Go follow me on Twitter at @Aero so you can be featured in videos, and also join my Discord server as well. We've got a bunch of people in there who are always talking about Pokemon and Smash Bros and Nintendo, so definitely be sure to join that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching.